Hello guys, Snowflake here, and welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. And you'll notice, probably, that this is not a stream, or a lot of a stream. So yeah, we're taking this channel in a little bit of a different direction. For more details, I've released another video explaining all the changes that are going to happen here. That would have been released earlier today. From the day that this video will come out, which will hopefully be, well, as of now, tomorrow, which is Monday the 22nd. Hopefully, all go as planned. But yeah, so from now on, we will not be streaming. We'll be uploading, and we'll be planning our uploads in advance. So, for Elder Scrolls fans, good news for you. Videos will be out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings, UK time, 6 PM. Including today, when you're watching this video, or when this video is released. You could watch it later. Completely up to you. Yeah, check out the video I did earlier today if you want more details on why I'm doing it, what I'm doing, because there's some other changes happening in the channel too. But long story short, recording videos allows me to sort of record in bulk, so I can space out the content over a period of time rather than having to spread out various streams and do the same amount of content. Time is of the essence for me these days, not too much of it available, so yeah, that was one reason. The other one is because I wanted to give more attention to the game, because when I'm streaming I've always got one eye on the chat and review account, which you're kind of supposed to do as a streamer, but I feel like I'm not as good as finding that balance as most streamers are. Or yeah, I'm just not as good at it, so I like to give my full focus to the game, and yeah, that's basically it. But enough about me and what's happening in the channel. Let's get back to Oblivion. So, in the last episode, we entered the world of real estate, and we bought ourselves a brand new house in Skingrad, Roseford Hall. I believe it's the most expensive player home in the game, at least the most expensive player home in the game to buy, not counting the DLCs that get given to you for free, of course. DLC player homes, which I already fully upgraded, but we bought the house, we fully upgraded it as well. We got ourselves a new maid as well, Asia, from the, can't even remember what the shop was called in Skingrad where we bought all the upgrades, but yeah, we completed that quest, and we now have a nice big house in Skingrad to complement all the other houses we have. Although right now we're still in Battleborn Castle and still using that as a base for the time being. But yeah, and I think we got ourselves a new quest as well, because Glarfir the elf decided to break into our house to tell us he wanted to meet us to talk about something private, which we'll get on to another time. But yeah, in this episode we will be doing the Whom Gods Annoy quest. So we've been doing a lot of these side quests in different towns or different cities, I suppose. And today we're going to be going down and doing another one in Leowin. The quest is called Whom Gods Annoy. So far, all we know is I'm hearing a strange report of odd noises and smells coming from around Resentia Galenus' house here in Leowin. Perhaps I should go and investigate. Perhaps meaning I definitely will. So yeah, we'll be heading on down to Leowin and seeing what's going on there. Make sure to plug your noses, because apparently the smell is not that great. Howdy there, dog. Get ourselves some free aloe vera leaves while we're here. We did sell a lot of stuff in the last episode as well. Did I put the painted troll hat away? I think I did. From that chin so I want to keep one as like a unique sort of memento. Pretty sure I put one away. Anyway. We made ourselves a potion. Got some lavender too. My amanita. Got more restore health. Nice. And this is it. Oh god, it smells terrible. Oh yeah, I've also decided to get rid of the overlay. I don't know, I thought it made me look cool and professional, but it actually hides a lot of what's happening in the game. Like the health bar and the mini-map and stuff. So, I mean, my face kind of blocks some of it, but it's not as bad. Let's go into Rosentia Grance's house now. Alright. So while she can't see me, we're just going to have a look around. She's got a whole second floor. She's got a varieties of daedric, which is funny. Because I don't know if you guys are hearing that sound, but I certainly am. That sounds like something we haven't experienced for a long time. Which is daedra. That sounds like a scamp. That's strange. I don't hear any combat music or violence. And we saw Rosentia just then. She seemed okay. Let us have a look. Nothing over here. Silver stuff. Handbill. Strawberries. Wine. Cupboards. Nothing abnormal so far. Oh. We see 4 little scamps called Everscamps. Which would explain the terrible smell. I mean, I never smelled a scamp before, but one can only assume from their appearance that they don't smell very good. But they're not attacking her, unlike regular scamps, which is very interesting. Now, we'll take a look at the rest of her stuff. It seems like standard house stuff. You know me, I do like to pry. A letter, a bunch of barrels, cupboard,
please,
a door.
Help me.
Okay, well, we'll talk to Rosentia. She seems a bit troubled by this.
These stupid scamps are driving me crazy.
Yeah, can't help you, sorry. End of request. Fine, I can help if you wish.
Oh, thank you. I had a feeling buying that daedric staff would be trouble. Now I'm paying for it with more than just some gold.
Alright, so daedric staff is called.
Certainly.
She already likes me as much as she will. Before we talk about the staff, why don't you tell me about your hometown?
Everyone in town knows about my hobby, collecting unusual examples of the arcane crafts. My husband left me quite comfortable, bless his cinders. What will I do with my collection of curiosities when I go? Donate them to the castle, of course.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm sure, I don't think your husband left you that comfortable since you're surrounded by scamps. Yeah, okay, I know what she meant by that. Still, you could always donate your daedric artifacts to me, except maybe the one that's causing these scamps floating around. I'll take anything else that isn't cursed. Alright, tell me about your stuff.
A few weeks ago, a spellsword was passing through Leowin and heard that I liked to buy curiosities. He wanted to sell the staff you see me carrying. I eagerly bought it, knowing the value of daedric relics. In fact, I was a bit suspicious when he sold it so cheap. His loss, my gain, I figured. After examining it for a bit, I noticed a small word carved on it in runes. Using a book from my library, I translated it. The word was nonsense. However, when I spoke it and held the staff, 4 scamps suddenly appeared. I thought I was done for. Strangely, they all just stood there. It didn't take long before I realised they were following me. I couldn't be seen in town with scamps following, so I decided to discard the staff. I can't explain it, but somehow I can't compel myself to actually let it go. This staff is obviously cursed. Now I'm stuck with it.
Wow. So that's pretty funny. So which daedric lord do we know that likes to play a little bit of a prank on someone that would be associated with the word nonsense? I don't know, I guess we'll find out, right? So where do I fit in?
I need you to get over to the Mages Guild and talk to a good friend of mine, Alvis Uvenum. She's the only one in town that I trust. I was able to get a message to her earlier, but I've yet to get a reply. If I go, then the scamps will follow and my secret will be revealed to all.
I mean, your house is already stinking up the whole town. So there's that. And surely you could just explain to someone you like collecting daedric artifacts and this one happens to be cursed. In fact, they might even be able to help you. But alright. Whatever you want. Any more about the staff?
Alv should be able to help rid me of this staff. We play cards at the Three Sisters often and are old friends. Seek her advice.
Scamps?
The beastly little creatures are nasty, smelly, noisy, and wrecking my beautiful house. I must be rid of them. I can't let people know I have scamps in here, or they'll think I've taken to Daedra worship.
I suppose.
Try explaining that to the town guard.
Not fair point, Resentia. Fair point. Makes sense. I have no choice. Yeah, the scamps, though, they seem to be pretty well behaved.
Is a practiced researcher. She's sure to have some good information for you.
They're not wrecking your house. They're just standing there very peacefully. I think you're being very unfair, Resentia. You're right about the smell. Oof. And the noise. Alright, well, let's go to the Mages Guild and see if Alva's Uvenin can offer us anything to help us. Alright. To the Leowin Mages Guild. I don't think we've been here before. Don't know if we've been to... Oh, wait, I'm a member of the Mages Guild, aren't I? Yeah, at some point, I can't remember when it was, but I did join the Mages Guild, so I can just grab all this stuff. A new guild for fighters. 1 second. I'm just checking if I've read this before. Sorry for the interruption, folks. probably edited that interlude out. I've got my document open and helps me check whether I've read certain items or got certain items. So we have read new field devices before. So, oh, hello there. Yeah, let's have a look around though. A couple of planters that we can grab. The door here. Oh, this is our souvenir. I assume this is who we're here to see. Ooh, there's a little bit of gold here. And if I do. And a steel short sword. Take that. More gold. And then I've got the hourglass. Mage's Guild Charter. I'm pretty sure I've read this, but I'll double check. Indeed we have, but I still can take it. It's worth more than 0 gold. Cupboards. Nice clothes. Probably slow down a bit so I can check these items later to make sure that I've got them. We'll leave Alps for now, we're just going to have a look around. Some more stuff over here. Alright, we can loot the shelf too. Some bread and some corn, lovely. Some folded cloth. Don't really need the pewter stuff. Some sweet rolls, don't mind if I do. Oh, another Mage's Guild Charter. Grapes. Apples. A recipe. I don't know if you've read this one, but to create a potion of pure poison, mix ginseng and redwood flour in equal portions, slowly grind them together with more castle. Ginseng may leave a sticky residue, add water for easy swallow. Thank you. We'll take it anyway, I don't know if we needed that. Sorority Brothers, wine. So, not great cutlery, but some expensive wine. Bread, cheese, calcinators, water vessel, nice. Handbill, rooms and food at the 5 Claws Lodge. Let someone else watch for hatchlings tonight, we'll serve you fresh fish. We'll even cook it for extra fee. Hatchlings? I guess that's specifically aimed at Argonians. Mage's Guild basement, and let's go there. More stuff. Tantalus. There are any limits. Oh, it's fancy silver goblet for when they're feeling fancy. And a chainmail helmet, just in case. Very cool. Let's go upstairs. Don't be sneaking already. Ceramic urn. Second floor, east and west. And all of these Leyawind buildings are usually multi-levels. Another Mage's Guild Charter. Nice little painting. And third floor east.
Hello, associate.
Hello, associate. We'll talk to you in a sec. There's more to explore over here.
What is it, associate?
A very hard locked display case with nothing in it. And one that needs a key. Ooh, interesting. Painting supplies. Different crystal balls. Ooh, a great soul gem. Thank you. And yeah, a bunch of art supplies which I do not think we need. Always come back later if I do. Cloth, gold. A less rude song and try to lay with. Pretty sure I've read both of these, but let's check. Alright, I believe so. Very cool. And a less rude song. I have also read. Nice. We'll take both of them. Oh. I thought I'd taken both of them in one go for a second. I thought, seems a bit unlikely that I'd be able to do that. A couple of steel daggers too. Steel Rorex. An apple. another bunch of books. We got the real Baron Zaya. Have we read all of these? Ooh, we're actually missing volume 4, which I think I did see. Yeah. Alright, we've read 1, 2, 3, and 5. We haven't read 4.
Evoker.
Good to see you.
What's new with you?
I saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I steered clear of them.
Let's listen to this
Can't
conversation.
stand the sight of those creatures.
Safe travels.
You too.
What is it, associate?
Nice combo there. So volume 4 is there. We'll take all the other ones. Alright, Real Baron Zaya Part 4. Let's have a look. I remember a little bit about the story, because there's the biography of Baron Zaya, which paints her as like this awesome figure that helped save the Empire, but then this one, the real Baron Zaya, tries to paint her in a bit more of a negative light. But let's see how much I can remember when I start reading through. Alright, Real Baron Zaya Part 4, Anonymous. Right, because if you're gonna talk crap about someone, you've got to do it from an anonymous point of view. Social media evolved from this kind of thinking. Anyway. Everything I've ever loved, I have lost, Baron Zaya thought despondently, looking at the mountain knights behind and ahead, her tired women near her in a carriage. Yet I have gained a measure of wealth and power, and the promise of more to come. Dearly have I bought it. Now I do understand better Tyler Septon's love of it, he has often paid such prices. But surely worth is measured by the price he paid. By her wish she rode on a shiny roan mare, clad as a warrior in resplendent chainmail of dark elven make. As the days slowly slipped by, and her train rode the winding road eastward to the setting sun, around her gradually rose the steep-sided mountain slopes of Morrowind. The air was thin, and a chill late autumn wind blew constantly. It was also rich with a sweet, spicy smell of the late blooming black rose, which was native to Morrowind, and grew in every shadowy nook and crevice of its highlands, finding nourishment even in the stoniest banks and ridges. In small villages and towns, ragged, dark elven folk gathered along the road to cry her name or simply gape. Most of her nightly escort were red guards, with a few high elves, Nords, and Bretons. As they wove their way into the heart of Morrowind, they grew increasingly uncomfortable and clung together in protected clusters. Even the elven knights seemed wary. Baron Zaya felt at home at last. She felt the welcome extended to her by the land. Her land. Simicus met her at the Mournhold border with an escort of knights, about half of whom were dark elven, in imperial battle dress, she noted. There was a grand parade of entry into the city and speeches of welcome from stately dignitaries. I've had the Queen's suite refurbished for you, the general told her later when they reached the palace. You may change anything not to your taste, of course. He went on about the details of the coronation, which was to be held in a week. He was his old commanding self. She sensed something else as well. He was eager for her approval of the arrangements, was in fact fishing for it. That was new. He had never required her commendation before. He asked her nothing about her stay in the Imperial City, or of her affair with Tyler Septon, although Baron Zaya was certain Dreliane had told him or earlier written him everything in detail. The ceremony itself, like so much else, was a mixture of old and new. Part of it from the ancient dark elven tradition of Mournhold, the others dictated by imperial decree. He was sworn to the service of the Empire and Tyler Septon, as well as to the land of Mournhold and its people. She accepted oaths of fealty and allegiance from the people, the nobility, and the council. This last was composed of a blend of imperial emissaries, advisors they were called, and native representatives of the Mournhold people, who were mostly elders in accordance with elven custom. Baron Zaya later found out that much of her time was occupied in attempting to reconcile those two factions and their cronies. The elders were expected to do most of the conciliating, in light of reforms introduced by the Empire pertaining to land ownership and surface farming. Most of these went clean against dark elven observances. Tyler Septon, in the name of the new one, had ordained a new tradition, and apparently even the gods and goddesses themselves were expected to obey. The new queen threw herself into her work and her studies. She was through with love and men for a long, long time, if not forever. There were other pleasures she discovered, as Symmachus had promised her long ago, those of the mind and those of power. Right, so pause here for a sec, because quite a lot of stuff I just remembered. Baron Zaya in this series of books was painted to have had an affair with Tyler Septim, who I believe was married. And she had previously escaped from Morrowind, right? And got into quite a few, let's say, intimate relationships. And she was painted as someone who certainly got around a lot, let's put it that way, in the other books. But I guess now she's sort of got to a point where she's discovering other things. That's what I remember from the other books anyway. Let's carry on. She developed surprisingly, but she had always rebelled against her tutors at the Imperial City, a deep love for dark elven history and mythology, a hunger to know more fully the people from whom she had sprung. She was gratified to learn that they had been proud warriors, and skilled craftsmen and cunning mages since time immemorial. Tiber Septim lived for another half-century, during which she saw him on several occasions as she was bidden to the Imperial City on one reason of state or another. He greeted her with warmth during these visits, and they even had long talks together about events in the Empire when opportunity would permit. He seemed to have quite forgotten that there had ever been anything between them more than easy friendship and a profound political alliance. He changed little as years passed. A rumour had it that his mages had developed spells to extend his vitality, and that even the One had granted him immortality. The One, that's to do with dark elven lore, right? If I remember right. Then one day a messenger came with the news that Tiber Septim was dead, and his grandson Pelagius was now emperor in his place. They had heard the news in private, she and Symmachus, the sometime imperial general and now her trusted prime minister, took it stoically, as he took most everything. Somehow it doesn't seem possible, Baron Zaya said. I told you it's the way of humans. They're a short-lived people. It doesn't really matter. His power lives on, and his son now wields it. You called him your friend once. Do you feel nothing? No grief? He shrugged. There was a time when you called him somewhat more. What do you feel, Baron Zaya? They had long ago ceased to address each other in private by their formal titles. Emptiness? Loneliness? He said. Then she too shrugged. That's not new. Aye, I know, he said softly, taking her hand. Baron Zaya, he turned her face up and kissed her. The act filled her with astonishment. She couldn't remember his ever touching her before. She never thought of him in that way, and yet undeniably, an old familiar warmth spread through her. She'd forgotten how good it felt, that warmth. Not the scorching heat she felt with Tiber Septim, but the comforting, robust ardour she somehow associated with straw. Straw. She hadn't thought of him in so long. He'd be middle-aged now if he was still alive. Probably with a dozen children, she thought affectionately, and a hearty wife who hopefully could talk for two. Right, Straws, I think, is the guy she first ran away with from Morrowind. If I remember right. Marry me, Baron Zaya, Symmachus was saying. He seemed to have picked up her thoughts on marriage, children, quiet. I've worked and toiled and waited long enough, haven't I? Marriage, a peasant with peasant dreams. The thought appeared in her mind, clear and unbidden. Hadn't she used those very same words to describe straw so very long ago? And yet, why not? If not Symmachus, who else? Many of the great noble families of Morrowind had been wiped out in Tiber Septim's Great War of Unification before the treaty. Dark Elven rule had been restored, it was true, but not the old, not the true nobility. Most of them were upstarts like Symmachus, not even half as good or deserving as he was. He had fought to keep Mournhold whole and hale, when their so-called counsellors would have picked at its bones. Sucked them dry as Ebonheart had been sucked dry. He fought for Mournhold, fought for her, while she and the kingdom grew and thrived. felt a sudden rush of gratitude and undeniably affection. He was steady and reliable, and he'd served her well and loved her well. "Why not?" she said, smiling, and took his hand and kissed him. The union was a good one in its political as well as personal aspects. While Tiber Septim's grandson, the Emperor Pelagius I, viewed her with a jaundiced eye, his trust in his father's old friend was absolute. Symmachus, however, was still viewed with suspicion by Morrowind's stiff-necked folk, chary at his peasant ancestry and his close ties to the Empire, but the Queen was quite unshakenly popular. "The Lady Baranzaya is one of our own," was whispered, held captive as we. Baranzaya felt content. There was work, and there was pleasure, and what more could one ask of life? The years passed swiftly, with crises to be dealt with, and storms and famines and failures to be weathered, and plots to be foiled, and conspirators to be executed. That took a dark turn. Mornhall prospered steadily, the people were secure and fed, their minds and farms productive. All was well, save that the royal marriage produced no children, no heirs. Elven children were slow to come, most demanding of their welcome, and noble children more so than others. Thus many decades had come to pass before they grew concerned. "The fault lies with me, Symmachus, and damaged goods," Baranzaya said bitterly. "If you want to take another, I want no other." Symmachus said gently, "Nor do I know for certain the fault is yours. Perhaps it is mine, Whichever, we will seek a cure. If there is damage, surely it may be repaired." "How so, when we dare not trust anyone with a true story? Healers' oaths do not always hold. What matter if we change the time and circumstances a bit? Whatever we say or fail to say, Geoffrey the storyteller never rests. The gods' inventive mind and quick tongue are ever busy spreading gossip and rumour. Priests and healers and mages came and went, but all their prayers, potions, and philters produced not even a promise of bloom, let alone a single fruit. Eventually they thrust it from their minds and left it in the gods' hands. They were yet young as elves went, for centuries ahead of them. There was time. For elves, there was always time, unless someone kills you. Baranzaya sat at dinner in the great hall, pushing food about on a plate, feeling bored and restless. Symmachus was away, having been summoned to the Imperial Scepter? The Imperial City by Tiber Septim's great-great-grandson, Uriel Septim. Or was it his great-great-great-grandson? She lost count, she realized. Yeah, I mean, it's weird to think she had a relationship with Tiber Septim, but then you remember elves lived for so long, so she oversaw a lot of different emperors in her time. She'd lost count, she realized. Their faces seemed to blur one into the next. Perhaps she should have gone with him. There had been the delegation from Tyr on a tiresome method, and nevertheless required delicate handling. The bard was singing in an alcove off the hall, but Baranzaya wasn't listening. Lately all the songs seemed the same to her, whether new or old. When a turn of phrase caught her attention, he was singing of freedom, of adventure, of freeing Morrowind from its chains. How dare he? Baranzaya sat up straight and turned to glare at him. Worse, she realized he was singing of some ancient and now immaterial war with the Skyrim Nords. Oh no, elves at war with Nords? Who can imagine that? Praising the heroism of Kings Edward and Morelin and their brave companions. The tale was old enough, certainly, yet the song was new, and his meaning, Baranzaya couldn't be sure. Bold fellow, this bard, but with a strong, passionate voice and a good ear for music. Rather handsome, too, in a raffish sort of way. He didn't look to be well off exactly, nor was he all that young. Certainly he couldn't be under a century of age. Why hadn't she heard him before, or at least heard of him? Who is he? She inquired of a lady in waiting. The woman shrugged and said, "Called himself a nightingale, milady. No one seems to know anything about him. Bid him speak with me when he has done." The man called the Nightingale came to her, thanked her for the honour of the Queen's audience and the fat purse she handed him. His manner wasn't bold at all, she decided, rather quiet and unassuming. He was quick enough with gossip about others, but she learned nothing about him. He turned all questions away with a joking riposte for a ribald tale, Yet these were recounted so charmingly it was impossible to take offence. My true name, milady, I am no one. Oh no, my parents named me No One. Or was it Nobody? What that is it? And that is not how may parents give names that betray no not. Ah, I believe that was the name. No not. I have been the Nightingale for so long I do not remember. Since last month at the very least. Or was it last week? My memory goes into solid tale, you see, milady. I have none left for myself. I'm really quite dull. Where was I born? Why, nowhere. I plan to settle in Dunrobin when I get there, but I'm in no hurry. All those dad jokes. I see. And will you then marry a Tulsha? Tulsha? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Very perceptive of you, milady, perhaps. Perhaps, although I find in haste quite charming too at whiles. Ah, you are a thick old man? Like the wind, milady. I blow hither and yon, hot and cold, chance suits. Chance is my suit. Naught else wears well on me. Baron's eye smiles. Stay with us a while then, if you will, my lord the heretic. As you wish, milady bright. After that brief exchange, Baron's eye found her interest in life somewhat rekindled. All that seemed stale became fresh and new again. She greeted each day with zest, looking forward to conversation with the Nightingale, and the gift of his song. Unlike other bards, he never sang her praises, nor other women's, but only of high adventure and bold deeds. When she asked him about this, he said, "What greater praise of your beauty could you ask, milady, than that which your own mirror gives you? And in words you would have, you are those of the greatest, of those greater than my callow self. How should I vie with them, I who was born but a week gone by?" The once they were speaking privately. The Queen, unable to sleep, had summoned him to her chamber, that his music might soothe her. Oh yeah, it's the music she wants, for sure. You are lazy and a coward, Sarah, else I hold no charm for you. Lady, to praise you I must know you. I can never know you. You are wrapped in enigma and clouds of enchantment. Nay, what so? Your weasel of evil enchantment, your words, and your eyes, and your body. Know me if you will. Know me if you dare. He came to her then. They lay close. They kissed. They embraced. Not even Baron's eye truly knows Baron's eye. He whispered softly, "How may I? Lady, you seek it and know it not, nor yet for what? What you have not." "Passion," she answered back. "Passion, and children born of it." "And to your children what birthright might be theirs?" "Freedom," he said. "The freedom to be what they would be. Tell me, you who seem wisest to these eyes and ears, and the soul that bids them, where may I find these things?" "One lies beside you, the other beneath you. Would you dare stretch out your hand, that you might take what could be yours, and your children's?" "Symmachus, in my person lies the answer to part of what you seek. The other lies hidden below us in these your very kingdom's minds, that which will grant us the power to fulfill, achieve our dreams, that which Edward and Moralian between them used to throw higher up in their spirits, and the hateful domination of the Nords. If it be properly used, lady, none may stand against it, not even the power the Emperor controls. Freedom, you say? Baron's eye of freedom that gives from the chains that bind you. Think on it, the lady." He kissed her again, softly, and withdrew. "You'll not leave it?" she cried out. Her body yearned for him. "For now," he said, "pleasures of the flesh are nothing beside what we might have together. I would have you think of what I have just said." "I don't need to think. What must we do? What preparations must be made?" "Why, none. Minds may not be entered freely, it is true. With the Queen at my side, who will stand before? Once below, I can guide you to where this thing lies, and lift it from its resting place." And the memory of her endless studies slid into place. "Born of Sunday?" he whispered in awe. "Is it true? Could it be? How do you know?" "I have read that it's buried beneath the measureless caves of Daggerfall." "Ah, this is the plot of Daggerfall, isn't it? I think Straw is supposed to be, Nightingale is like the bad guy that poses as the Emperor, right? think. Could be horribly wrong with that. Nay, long have I studied this matter. Ere his death, King Edward gave a horn for safekeeping into the hands of his old friend King Morelli. He in turn secreted here in Warnhold, under the guardianship of the god Ethan. His birthplace and bailiwick visits. Now you know what it has cost me many a long year and weary mile to discover. But God, what of Ethan? Trust me, my lady heart, all will be well. Laughing softly, he blew her a last kiss and was gone. On the morrow they passed the guard at the great portals that led into the mines and further below. Under pretence of her customary tour of inspection, Baronzaya, unattended but for the nightingale, ventured into cavern after subterranean cavern. Eventually they reached what looked like a forgotten sealed doorway, and upon entering found that it led to an ancient part of the workings, long abandoned. The going was treacherous, as some of the old shafts had collapsed, and they had to clear a passage through the rubble to find a way around the more impassable piles. Vicious rats and huge spiders scurried here and there, sometimes even attacking them. They proved no match for Baronzaya's firebolt spells and the nightingale's quick dagger. We've been gone too long, Baronzaya said at length. They'll be looking for us. What will I tell them? Whatever you please, the nightingale laughed. You are the queen, aren't you? Lord Symmachus. That pedant obeys whoever holds power. Always has, always will. We shall hold the power, my lady love. His lips were sweet as wine, his touch both fire and ice. Now, she said, take me now, I'm ready. Her body seemed to hum, every nerve and muscle taut. Not yet, not here, not like this. He waved around, indicating the age of dusty debris, pickering walls of rock. She's definitely not a patient one, is she? Just a little while longer. Reluctantly, Baronzaya nodded her assent and resumed walking. Here, he said at last, pausing before a blank barrier. Here it lies. He scratched a rune in the dust, his other hand weaving a spell as he did so. The wall dissolved, it revealed an entrance to some ancient shrine. In the midst of a statue of the god, hammer in hand, poised above an adamantium anvil. By my blood, Ethan, the nightingale cried, I bid thee waken. Moralin's hair of Ebenhard am I, lost of the royal line, sharer of thy blood. At Morwin's last deed, all of Elverdom in dread peril of their selves and souls, release thee that girdle which thou godst. Now I do bid thee, strike. And his final words, the statue glowed and quickened. Blackstone eyes shone a bright red. The massive head nodded. The hammer smote the anvil, and it split asunder with a thunderous crash, the stone god itself crumbling. Baronzaya clapped her hands over her ears and crouched down, shaking terribly and moaning out loud. The nightingale strode forward boldly and clasped the thing that lay among the ruins with a roar of ecstasy. He lifted it high. Someone's coming, Baronzaya cried in alarm, and noticed for the first time what it was he was holding aloft. Wait, that's not the horn, it's a staff. Indeed, my lady. You see truly, at last. The nightingale laughed aloud. I am sorry, lady sweet, but I must leave you now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day. Until then, Symmachus, he said to the mail-clad figure who had appeared behind them. She is all yours. You may claim her back. No, Baronzaya screamed, sprang up and ran toward him. He was gone, winked out of existence, just as Symmachus, claymore drawn, reached him. His blade cleaved a single stroke through empty air, and he stood still, as if taking the stone god's place. Baronzaya said nothing, heard nothing, saw nothing, felt nothing. Symmachus told the half-dozen or so elves who had accompanied him that the nightingale and Queen Baronzaya had lost their way, and had been set upon by giant spiders, that the nightingale had lost his footing and fallen into a deep crevice, which closed over him, that his body could not be recovered, that the Queen had been badly shaken by the encounter, and deeply mourned the loss of her friend, who had fallen in her defence. Damn. So, after all that, Symmachus is still defending her and trying to keep her image up. Poor dude. Such was Symmachus's presence and power of command that the slack-jawed knights, none of whom had caught more than a glimpse of what happened, were convinced that it was all exactly as he said. The Queen was escorted back to the palace and taken to her chamber, whereupon she dismissed her servants in waiting. She sat still before her mirror for a long time, stunned, too distraught even to weep. Symmachus stood watching over her. "Do you have any idea at all what you have just done?" he said finally, flatly, coldly. "You should have told me," I whispered. "The staff of chaos, I never dreamed it lay here. He said, The mewling escaped her lips as she doubled over in despair. "Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What happens now? What's to become of me? Of us?" "Did you love him?" Yes. Oh, my Symmachus, for God's have mercy on me. I did love him. But now, I don't know. I'm not sure. Symmachus's hard-lined face softened slightly, and his eyes glittered with new light in his eyes. Something happened. You'll become a mother yet if it's within my power. As for the rest, Paranzia, my dearest Paranzia, I expect him to storm upon the land. It'll be a while yet in the brewing. When it comes, we'll weather it together, as we always have. Might be the most forgiving guy I've ever seen. Came over to her then and stripped her of her clothing, and carried her to the bed. Out of grief and longing, her enfeebled body responded to his thorny one, as it never had before, pouring forth all that the nightingale had wakened to life in her, and in so doing calming the restless ghosts of all he had destroyed. She was empty and emptied, and then she was filled, for a child was planted and grew within her. Oh, there you go, at least some good came of this. As her son flourished in the womb, so did her feelings toward patient, faithful, devoted Symmachus, which had been rooted in long friendship and unbroken affection, and which now at last ripened into the fullness of true love. 8 years later they were again blessed, this time with a daughter. Directly after the Nightingale's death at the staff of chaos, Symmachus had sent urgent secret communiques to the Uriel Septim. He had not gone himself as he would normally have, choosing instead to stay with Paranzia during her fertile period, to father a son upon her. For this and for the theft, he suffered Uriel Septim's temporary disfavour and unjust suspicion. Spies were sent in search of a thief, but the Nightingale seemed to have vanished whence he had come, wherever that was. "Dark elf it can't, perhaps," said Paranzia. "Can't human too, I think, in disguise, else would I have come so quickly to fertility." Dark elf assured, and of ancient Arfim lineage at that, else he would have not been able to free the staff. Symmachus reasoned. He turned to peer at her fixedly. "I don't think he would have lain with you. As an elf he did not dare. Then he would not have been able to part with you," he smiled. Then he turned serious once more. "Aye, he knew the staff lay there, not the horn, and that he must teleport to safety. The staff is not a weapon that would have seen him clear, unlike the horn. Praise the gods, at least he does not have that. It seems all was as he expected. How did he know? I placed the staff there myself, with the aid of the ragtail end of the Raven clan, who now sits king in Castle Ebonheart as a reward. Time Septim claimed the horn, but left the staff for safekeeping. Aye, now the Nightingale can use the staff to sow seeds of strife and dissension wherever he goes, if he wishes. And alone will not gain him power. That lies with the horn and the ability to use it." "Not so sure it's power the Nightingale seeks," Paranzia said. "All seek power," Symmachus said, "each in our own way." "Not I," she answered. "I, my lord, have found that for which I sought." And that's the end of the book. So I think the Nightingale, if I remember right, is the guy who goes on to impersonate Emperor Uriel Septim and trap him in Oblivion. And that's the plot for one of the Elder Scrolls games. I think it's back for. Could be wrong. I really can't remember which one it was. But I think, if I remember right, that is it. But yeah, cool book. Yeah, I guess since this isn't a stream, if you didn't like the book, I mean, I probably could have said this earlier. Could have done that part fairly easily, but got a couple more books here which I'm just going to double check on. 10 commands, 9 divines, and children's animals. 10 commands, 9 divines with red. And children's animal is also red. Cool. And we'll grab those anyway. Cleared this desk. Nice dresser. Wine over here. Calipers, inkwell. Wooden chest. Ooh. Wow, this is an interesting thing to find in the Mages Guild. 3 random bottles of scuba in a chest. Something. Wow, I don't know if it's used Strasser, I'm not gonna make any assumptions, but doesn't look too good for you, my friends. It seems to be your area of the guild. Finished looking through. We haven't been into this room, have we? Got a handbill. Exotic Adventures from the Southern Kingdoms, Histories of Ancient Heroes. We have it all at Southern Books. We buy used books too. Chapel of Zenithar welcomes you. Take a break from your labours. Work is sacred. Rest and restoration are sacred too. Sit in quiet contemplation or seek counsel from Zenithar's servants. Gather together with your friends and neighbours and send up hymns of praise to the night. Take strength from my altars and comfort and wisdom. These gifts I have prepared for you when you rest from your labours. Because Zenithar's the divine of like work and commerce, right? Sort of. Free soldier. Another free sword. Some shoes and a tankard. Minutes with some gold. Coffee and some bread. Just that's with a guide to coil in it. And a bed which I can sleep in if I wanted to. Which I have no need to. Alright, cool. We've canvassed this whole downstairs area. Let's talk to this Strasser person.
Strasser of the Mages Guild, evoker and alchemist, and also, in his scant free time, a trainer in alchemy.
Ooh, fellow alchemist.
But perhaps you are an adventurer? Could you assist me in acquiring something for my crystal collection?
Ooh, a quest? What did you have in mind, Strasser?
Straight to the point, eh? Good, I like that. I'm searching for some specific crystals known as Garridan's Tears. If you can locate these objects for me, I'd pay handsomely for each one.
Interesting. Certainly, please proceed.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment that I saw you.
Yeah, started rifling
I
through
want
stuff.
you to bring me as many of Garridan's tears as you can find. If you do, I will pay you a fair bounty in gold for each
Yeah,
one.
you said that.
I confess I have a weakness for crystals of a magical nature, and I must add these to my collection.
We've got collectors in this episode so far.
This is a personal errand, you must understand, just between you and I. The Mages Guild has nothing to do with it.
Making it sound shady, buddy. But yeah, quest headed Tears of Savior. Apparently we need to ask him more about it. Which we will
Please,
do.
go on.
Okay, he likes it so
There's
well.
much I can show you.
Yeah, alchemy is he's an apprentice level alchemist. We're almost at 100 alchemy, so not much he can teach us. Yeah, why not? Just tell me about Garridan's Tears. It's not our current quest, we'll hear about it first.
The tears are not just a namesake. They're literally the frozen tears of a knight named Garridan Staurus, who lived many years ago. I'm not certain what happened to the knight, or why the tears were frozen, but I do know someone you could ask. Seek out Juliana Fannis at the Arcane University in the Imperial City. She oversees the alchemy headquarters there. If anyone can help you get more information about these crystals, she can.
Alright. Sounds good. What, you got some more about this is?
The tears are not just... I'm not so... If any... The tears are small crystals, bluish in appearance. Quite beautiful, I'd imagine.
Alright. Cool. We'll do that at some point in the future. Tell me about Leowin.
I am the best alchemist in Leowin. But if you need advanced training, you'll need Broch Kalas in Bruma or Ardalim in Bravil.
Potentially useful info. I don't know if any of them can train to a master level. But that's pretty cool. But yeah, if you're the best alchemist in Leowin and you're an apprentice, it says more about Leowin than you, my friend. Mage's Guild?
All of the local guild halls sell some amount of alchemic ingredients, but for the best stuff, you'll need to do some exploring on your own.
Yeah, roger that. You've been into Oblivion gates and plucked daedric ingredients? No? Well, I have. No, Root, even though we completed that quest, it still has dialogue on it.
Good luck with your field work for Sindarian.
Well, that's it. I guess he would have had more to say if it was the start of the quest, and he would have been one of the alchemists that could have pointed us in Sindarian's direction. Fair enough. Recommendation. We haven't done that yet.
That's the Gale's responsibility. Speak with her.
Right. Rufus?
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
I don't say. Alright, well, thank you, Sagrasso. It's a very fun conversation with you. Rosenticulators is an option, but we've already heard.
Bring my salutations to Giuliani. Safe journey to you.
Cheerio. Alright, where are you, Albus?
Hello, associate.
Hey there.
Poor Rosentia. She's been trapped in her house for days.
And, well, funnily enough, that's exactly what I came to talk to you about. How did you know?
Frankly, the smell gave you away.
Oh, fair
You
point.
must have stepped in. Well, let's just say something that isn't pleasant.
I was watching where I
Just
walked.
be sure and keep this quiet. If the other mages even knew that I was involved with Rosentia's new guests, I could get kicked out of the guild.
Ooh. Maybe I should say something. What are you going to do to keep me quiet, eh?
I offer the finest goods and lowest
Alright.
prices in all Cyrodiil.
Not really keen on buying spells, but good to know what she has to offer.
Please, go on.
Okay, you could like me a little bit more.
Oh, that you're too kind.
Admiring joke, coach.
I like that a lot.
Ooh. Well. Okay, let's see what she
Only
has to
quality
say.
goods for sale here.
Ooh,
What can I interest
I
you
need
in?
one of these, don't I? I have Master Calculator, Master Mortar and Pestle, Master Alembic. It's Retort I need. I need a Master Retort. She doesn't have one, but she has an Expert Retort. Let's try and haggle her a little bit. %66%. Okay. Try and haggle her a little bit more. I don't know if I need any of these other items, but I'll come back to her if I do, to scroll through these slowly so future me knows what to buy and what not to buy. But we're definitely buying all of these ingredients. Add a little bit more if I can.
No deal.
Alright, so somewhere between 72 and 75.
I can't do that.
73 is the sweet.
That's a. You drive. You're a. Hi. Pleasure. A pleasure. You.
we're gonna make a lot of good potions from this.
You're a
She's got some Oblivion ingredients as well.
I wouldn't make...
Okay, and that's, yeah, other than that and potions, that's all she has. Let me just double check which ingredients. Ingredients I don't have. You know what, we'll do it later, it's fine. Because we could always find some of these ingredients later.
Come back and see me again.
Will do. Well, you were saying that if the other mages heard about that you knew about the daedric stuff, you'd be in a bit of trouble, but you're allowing me to ask you about daedric.
You mean the Shrine to Nocturnal? That's north of Leowin, east of the Lower Nibbin.
How would you know that if you're not involved with daedric stuff, Miss England? We'll ask about the staff in a sec. Tell me about Leowin first.
The Leowin chapter is just drifting along. Daedric isn't much of a mentor or leader. She isn't even coherent most of the time.
Well, we're going to find out a lot about that. Mage skill?
Druja has a wide variety of spells for sale if there's something you need. Most of them are simple, but they're a good starting point.
And you also have some spells for sale. Recommendation?
You'll have to speak to Daedric about that.
Right, the one that's only coherent sometimes. Gotcha. Rosentia Galenus. Slightly quest related, we'll do rumours first.
Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Fraven took over the position of Archmage.
Cool. Rosentia?
I'm glad she was finally able to get someone over here. I've been gathering all the research I could on her, little problems, shall we say.
Right. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to get some Scamp goop off my shoe. Can I use it in potions? I bet they make a pretty potent poison, but pretty sure someone with Scamp goop inside them. Probably not going to end up feeling too good afterwards. More about the Scamps?
Oh, yes. Don't bother trying to kill one of them. As soon as you do, another will take its place. It's endless. Quite the curse, eh? Sheogorath certainly has a sick sense of humor.
Oh, well, spoiler alert. It's Sheogorath doing any danger lord that does something this stupid just for the sake of trolling. It's usually Sheogorath. Though some of the others get up to some wild, funny stuff as well. Sanguine, I think, is what I'm thinking about. Anyway, tell me more about the stuff.
Doing a bit of digging, I'm afraid Rosentia has been stuck with the staff of the Scamp. Nasty bit of fun by Sheogorath, I'd say. The only way she can be rid of it is if someone willingly accepts it. It can't be discarded in any other manner. No one would buy that thing once it's activated like it's been. The only chance is to return it to its original resting place, Darkfathom Cave. Inside the cave, there's rumored to be a shrine to Sheogorath. That's where the staff can finally be dropped, and the Scamps should remain behind. I also learned that the staff makes the owner move much slower than normal. I suppose it's another way the Creator upped the annoyance factor.
Good old Sheogorath.
Please, bring Rosentia this information at once. And if you can, help her. I think she's about to crack under the pressure, poor thing.
Alright. So yeah. Of course, at the moment, after the Shivering Isles main quest, we are Sheogorath. And I know for like the Sheogorath Shrine quest, which we'll get onto at some point, the interaction actually changes when you create a Sheogorath Shrine, because you get Haskell instead of Sheogorath, and he says something like, "You're praying to yourself," and then he makes fun of you for that. I wonder if there's a different interaction here, because, yeah, I'm curious. I don't think there is, but you never know.
Send Rosentia my regards. If there's anything else I can do, please let me know.
Roger that. Okay. Now I've got... Wait, did I not buy the I bought the expert alembic, didn't I? I got the expert.
Nice to
Goodness
have a look
sake.
at my...
Yeah.
I appreciate...
Alright, let's make some potions. Yeah, we're getting a lot of duplicated effects here, which means that we're likely to get mixed mixed potions, which do a lot of good but also a little bit bad. But honestly, the bad effects, I think, because of the alembic, are not bad at all. Like damage luck 1 point for 1 second themselves, not gonna kill us. Neither is damage personality. It is what it is. This is a good one. Restore personality, health, and speed. Hey, we got a buff. Are we a master now? I feel like we were quite close. Invisibility and cure poison is pretty good as well. Okay, that's probably it. Good amount of potions there. Worth a decent amount as well.
Send Rosentia my regards. If there's anything else I can do, please let me know.
Alright, gotcha. Let's head back. How much are we carrying? 330. Got crate box. Crate count just in case. We need that.
With you.
Black Marsh has become more dangerous than ever. Many settlers have been lost, and most non-Argonians have left in fear.
I have heard Argonia is a strange and treacherous place. It is no wonder odd things are happening there.
So long.
Goodbye. Hail.
What?
I'm sure the Elder Council will find some way to hold the Empire together. At least the Oblivion invasion is over.
You're welcome.
Interesting.
It is, yeah.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
True.
So I've heard.
Have you heard the Daedrics arguing?
I haven't heard this one.
They argue a lot, but that's just their way. I don't think they're ever really angry with one another.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I understand daedra worship is becoming increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
Ooh, daedra worship.
The Altmer have powerful wizards.
Yeah, who
It
gets
could
involved
be a
with daedra?
dangerous situation.
You're a
So long.
sneaky-looking sort.
Good
Yeah.
day. Hello.
Alright,
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
true. Let me check my alchemy, by the way. 97, okay, we are pretty close to 100.
Greetings, champion. I am at your service.
Thanks, man.
For you, of course.
We've already talked to him.
Take care.
You have the hands of a healer.
Thanks. Okay, that's
I hope I can help.
we've already talked to her.
Be seeing you.
What about you, Rasha here?
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
I think I talked to you.
Certainly.
Just in case I haven't, that's make you like me.
What? Don't waste your flat. Goodbye.
And you,
What
single.
is it? Don't be shy. Join us, and do well by doing good.
Alright, I've already talked to him before.
Farewell.
And you're the woman I just talked to, right? Is that right? Cool. Talking with the town citizens, always a pleasure. And back to, wait, check the ground. Might be some more scamp poop. Alright, seem clean for now.
I was afraid you wouldn't come back.
Aww.
Tell me more.
I know I took a while, Rosentia, but there was some important alchemy to be done, and Mages Guild stuff to take and people to talk to, you know? Scamps.
How am I ever going to get scamp smell out of my fine linens?
If I knew what scamp spell was, I could try and tell you. Well, you're quite well off, aren't you? Just buy 4 linens and throw the old ones away, no? Anyway. Alright, daedric stuff.
Oh, please, I beg you. Take this staff to Darkfathom Cave and get rid of it and the scamps forever.
Sure. You'll
I
have
can't
feelings.
fight, and who knows what's guarding the shrine? Plus, do you know how dirty caves are? It'll ruin anything I wear.
Yeah.
Do this for me, and I'll reward you with another one of my curios I picked up a few years ago. A valuable ring. Are you ready?
Right, so you're giving me another daedric artefact, and you're gonna guarantee me this one ain't cursed, huh? Yeah, for the sake of your clothes not getting dirty. Very well, I'm ready. I accept.
Here's the staff. As soon as you leave, the scamps will thankfully follow. Do be careful. I don't wish your death on my hands as well.
Yeah, giving me the staff and doing it yourself. So it's okay. It's not okay for you to be seen with a bunch of scamps following you, but when it's me, it's fine. No one's gonna care, right? Alright, tell me more about the staff, I guess.
I'm sorry I ever laid eyes on that thing.
Me too.
Darkfathom Cave isn't that far from here, but the route may be treacherous. Be careful and journey safe.
Alright, ever scamps. Time for a mission. So here is the staff of the ever scamp. We tried to copy it, it'll say it's a quest item. So there's nothing we can do. Did it say anything about active effects? Because Elvis mentioned that we get slowed down while we were wearing it. Don't see anything like that. In fact, I'm still pretty speedy. So these guys should be following me now. Yeah. Go on, fellas. You can at least body block for me. They may not be completely useless. Hey, everybody. Hey, don't mind me. Just parading a herd of scamps around the town beneath a creek. Alright, Darkfathom Cave through here. Let's fast travel to their old home, the Gate of Oblivion. Look, guys, a horse one of you could probably kill at some point. Isn't that great? Yeah, let's bring out the sword. We don't know what we're going to meet here. I don't think these guys fight at all. I think if you fight them, they might try and take you on, but generally I think that's pretty passive. And we're getting rid of some of this crab meat as well, which is a good thing. Keep up if you can, Scampos. Hour 15 minutes in, and we haven't even started. Ooh, hello. Ah, I know it's just a random courier, but I wanted to see what she was carrying. Slide. I was it that it's not very fast. Right here, isn't it? Alright, here we go. It's been a while since we've been in a dungeon crawl. I've arrived at Dark Cavern Cave, and I should proceed inside. Lovely. It's been a while since we've done a good old-fashioned cave. Although I have a feeling this one may have a bit of a daedric feel to it. It'll be the first time we've fought daedric for a while, if I'm indeed correct. Alright, so objective is sort of straight. So let's see what happens when we go right. I want to explore everything here. And we are indeed met with a civilized. Now let's save just in case. I should be able to take on civilized at this point, but alright. If they summon Cloudfears though, that could be a problem. Not too difficult. Take that Daedra Heart. Appreciate you guys not ganging up on me. I'll just hang on to that heart for now. Yeah, who else civilized could summon other Daedra? Carry on. Lockpick. There's another civilized down here. This actually does look like the way forward. So I'm gonna backtrack to that other area. Because that was dead end. It is interesting that these scamps don't appear to be giving away my position either. So, thing here. Door. Maybe this is cool. At this point, I'm just gonna. You think this will close behind me? Maybe. Maybe not. Hey, this was still caps. And more money. What else is down here? Maybe this is just another way forward. This one's on. over, Zivalai. Oh, we've done it. We've gone back to level 100 on Blade. A cuts are mixed from long practice sessions with all manner of blades and its benefits. You are now a master of blade weapons. Your rushing power attack now has a chance to paralyze your opponent. Press and hold attack while moving forward to use this power attack. Excellent. Ebony Claver, we'll take that for sure. And the heart, of course. So yeah, this isn't the first time we've reached 100 blade. I noticed there's a spider daedric over there. Can't remember how fighty one of these was. I think we should be fine. If we can be a Civilite, we should be able to be a spider daedric. Although they do have paralyzing spiders, which I need to be mindful of. And they heal. Alright. How's my weapon? Pretty low. I've got backups just in case. Daedra Silk and Daedra Venom. So yeah, I was going to say, yeah, we did have 100 blade before, but then I think we had to go to prison for one of the brewer quests. And then we randomly lost one of our blade skills, so went back down to 99. It's like the worst possible skill to lose, but got it back, and we've also got a level up when we next find a bed as well. It's fantastic. I got a chest. A while since I've unlocked one of these. And you're gonna break one. More money. Oh, this is just a chest. Chest room. Alright. Time. Nope, nothing with the silk. And then that's a nice little poison. Now carry on this way. Does seem like these both going in the right direction. Oh, Daedra. Might be the easiest Daedra fight I've ever had. Anything there's only one of, I can fight off pretty easily. But yeah, once they start getting up on you, then it starts to get difficult. You got teeth, silk. So yeah, both of those directions seem to lead in the same way. Now that's Spider Daedra suffering, struggling, and I hear a Zibalite right there. I dare fight both of them at the same time. Yeah. Oh great, now the Scamps are getting in the way. Oh, stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, there's the paralyzed. Oh, there goes my sword. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. But I still have an ebony claymore. Or should I stick to one-handed? I've got the steel short sword. We can heal this up in a sec. Damn it, clan fears. Oh no, I've been paralyzed. Scamp's move. I think I'm being poisoned as well, aren't I? Okay. We've just got a clan fear on our backs. Let's see if we can win this fight. They hurt. Fortunately, he's a little bit trapped, so we can get some heals off in the meantime. Yeah, like I said, when stuff gangs up on you, like you fight a spider daedra and a Zibberlei, the Zibberlei summons a clan fear, the spider daedra summons this little spider paralyzed buddy. That's when things get a little bit different. I think we're okay now, though. It's a bit annoying that this is a short sword, but it's quite enough for me. Yeah. Oh. Alright, my friends, you enjoying the show so far? I do hope so. Anything I can make for now? Before I forget, let's also repair it. Running a bit low on repair hammers. It's fine. Yeah, back to our regularly scheduled weaponry. Oh yeah, this is where we were at before, wasn't it? Yeah. So 2 paths converging on the same thing. We just came from over there before. Anything up here? Be a good place to hide a chest. He said, hopefully. Unfortunate. Yeah, we already got that one, I think. Nothing else down here, it seems. So only one way left to go. We're actually not that far away. I thought this was for some reason I thought this would be like a multi-level cave, but it seems like we're already at the finish line. I've arrived at the shrine to Sheogorath. I should find the altar and place the staff near it. Oh, I do hear it, haven't I? I'm no longer feeling the urge to possess the staff here. That's cool, but I'd rather kill everyone first. Oh. Up there. Look at that, an enchanted. Oh, there's a daedric too. Daedric, oh, there's a spider daedric, oh, there's all sorts of stuff happening here. Killing the scamps. Friendly fire. Alright, I think he paralyzed the Zibberlei. Oh, well, I got paralyzed. you can die. Ow. Oh, you're still on full health. Come on, Gorath, couldn't you have made this a little easier on myself? This isn't the best terrain either. Come on, Scamp's body block. This is what they're meant for. Oh, I'm burning alive. That's probably not something I want. Luckily my sword is like at full capacity. Come on, just a bit more. There we go. Okay. We successfully fought off the daedric, Spider Daedra, and the Sibyl in one fight without having to use any extra items. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a good thing we repaired up the Perfect Order Sword, so it was at full strength for that fight. Definitely dealt a lot of damage as a result. But yeah, actually you guys are pretty useful. You at the very least kind of blocked me off at times, but you also blocked a lot of spells that were heading my way. So I appreciate that. We'll take this Ebony Battle Axe. Why not? And I don't think there's going to be too much more in this case. Let's have a look around. Keep healing. Yeah, definitely the sound of scamps is very unsettling, because I usually remember that being a sign of enemies nearby. So yeah, these guys are my friends. Unfortunately, we're at such a high level now where we shouldn't really come across scamps anymore. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there are many chests over here, which is a shame. Oh, there's one. Buried. 2 daedric arrows and 82 gold. Not exactly what I'd call an amazing reward. And here is the shrine. Make some quick potions though while we're here. Might as well. We put it. I wonder if something will happen if we put this stuff down. Let's just do it anyway. Place the staff near the altar of the shrine to Gorath. The Scamp seemed pleased with their new home, and best of all have stopped following me. I should return to Rosentia with the news. Now I dropped that like a mile away. Can we put it back properly? Was there no dialogue in this quest? I swear Gorath had some dialogue. Suppose not. Well, that's about everything. Permanent restoration. I know I could wait an hour, but this does help with level up as well, and it's not really costing me any time. Alright. To the castle. And 3 of scamps. Pick some lovely ingredients. ingredients. Fantastic. A couple more. Oh, we already went for that one. Light Amanita. Milk thistle seeds. Ooh, parallax. Wheat. Oh, you're me. Kalia Draconis. You definitely stood out to me as not one of the regular guards.
I'm Kalia Draconis, captain of the Leowin Guard. I hope we will not meet in my official capacity.
Yeah, committing crimes. Crazy. Who would do that?
So?
Oh, we might meet in your work capacity if you dislike me that much. Let's try and...
You think that...
Oh.
No, what a great story. Not now, not later, not ever. No more, you're frightened. Yes, whatever you say. I wish I could say... Don't talk such rot. You think that's funny? You think that's funny? What nonsense.
There we go.
I see.
Talk to me about Leowin.
I came to Leowin after a tour in the Legions. Poor mother. She hoped I'd choose the chapel or civil service, or perhaps even marry well.
Oh. Well, it seems like your mother cares for you, Kalia. I sure hope to get to meet her at some point.
Move along, citizen. I won't abide loitering.
Hey, you're supposed to like me now. Loitering. Alright. No problem, Rosentia, open up the door, it's me.
I don't see any scamps or the staff.
Scamps?
I'm still having the floors scrubbed. What do those things eat anyway? Yuck!
Didn't you have them around you for long enough to see what they were eating? Maybe you just left some food out.
As promised, here's the ring. I bought it from a shop in the Imperial City many years ago for an ex-lover of mine. He ran off with someone else, so now the ring belongs to you. The owner of the shop called it the Ring of Eidolon's Edge. I think you'll like it.
So, you trying to tell me you love me? You bought this for an ex-lover of yours, and now you're giving it to me? Not that I'm complaining. Thank you, Rosentia. Thoughtful gift.
Farewell, and may you find your way home safely each night to a warm fire.
Thank you. So let's have a look. Ring of Eidolon's Edge. Fortify block 15 points, fortify bleed 15 points. Ooh, okay. That is a spicy meat. Are we only wearing one ring at the moment? You were supposed to be able to wear two, right? Grand Ring of Retribution, reflect damage. Ooh, do I want to fortify my blade by 15? That is tempting. We've already got a decent amount of reflect damage with the blade turn hood. Yeah, I'm feeling, fortify blade, because we're doing alright in terms of taking damage. Like, we can fight pretty much anything. We've just been able to fight off 3 high-level creatures that have summoned other creatures in one go. I think doing that faster, I'll be able to do that with the Ring of Eidolon's Egg, and block 15 points doesn't hurt either. So let's take that. So our blade should be 115 now. Pretty sweet. Then we keep the Ring of Lordship on. Okay, that's still on. I like that one. That's keeping us safe from diseases and gives us a pretty hefty shield as well. Awesome. Quest completed. Fantastic. So yeah, let's head back to base and start wrapping this up. It's been quite a long one, mainly because of reading the Baron's Aya Volume 4 book. hopefully you still enjoyed, and if you don't like the book parts, of course, always welcome to skip them. Okay. Do I still want to keep this Grand Ring of Retribution just in case? Maybe. It doesn't hurt too much to keep it on me. Still a effect damage 9% still pretty good. Maybe in case I need it. Nah, we should be fine. Let's get rid of anything that's not needed. Paralyzed poison is good, but we probably don't need to carry it with us. Yeah, I don't need to take anything that does damage to us. See what we can leave behind. Alright, cool. Alright, well that about wraps up this episode. So we completed the Who of Gods Annoying quest. We found out the reason for the smell in Rosenti Glennis' house. It's that she had purchased a cursed staff. Staff cursed by Sheogorath, in fact. Or aka me. And yeah, 4 scamps got summoned to her and refused to stop following her until she gave ownership of the staff to me. I took the staff, went to Dark Fathom Cave to leave it at its resting place, fought off a bunch of daedric along the way. The scamps at times blocked me, but they also blocked a lot of spells that were coming my way, so it was fun to hang around with them for a bit, but it wasn't going to be fun for very long, so I'm glad to be rid of them. Of course, the smell. Certainly glad I don't have to experience that anymore. And Rosentia gave me a very nice ring. A ring of Eidolon's Edge, which will fortify my blades by 15 points, which we got back up to 100 just before as well. Ooh, in fact, that reminds me, we also leveled up, didn't we? So we can actually level up. So let's do that. Yeah, we've seen this level up message before. I think we've passed the point of the new messages. Let's see. Intelligence 2, Personality 2, and Willpower 2. I'm aware Strength and Speed are on the cusp of 100. I'm just trying to max out my gains. Very nice. So yeah. Got the Ring of Eidolon's Edge now, so now we have 115 blade. Should be able to slash at things a lot better now. How did we damage your intelligence and willpower? I don't remember when that happened. Hopefully we can get that sorted at some point. Yeah, a lot of other stuff happened too. We gained a quest line from Sagras at the Mages Guild while we were there. Read a book. Talked to some people. Yeah, it was a fun episode overall. A long one, but a fun one. In the next episodes, looks like we're going to be staying in Leowin. And we're going to be doing the Mazoga the Orc quest. Orc named Mazoga sent me to find Weebamnar and tell him to meet Mazoga in the county hall of Castle Leowin. Before that, an orc in the Leowin Castle County Hall claims to be a knight, marries Caro. Count Leowin asks me to find out why she is there and support that. A bit of a mystery around this Mazoga the Orc character, which we will solve in the next episode. And that's, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy. Hope you're liking the new format and me uploading rather than streaming. If not, I'm sorry. It's the way it's gotta be for now. But yeah, take care and see you soon. Peace.